Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to introduce another new concept, which is going to be important for us going forward for us to be able to make our interactive gallery, image gallery, but also generally a very important concept in React, which is importing and exporting. And so you can see in this file, we've had this import React DOM throughout the whole time. And so there's a thing you can do so this isn't really only a React concept, you can do this in modern JavaScript, but particularly for our React applications, we rely on it a lot, which is importing variables or functions from other files so we can use what they have in their files in our file. And so that React DOM, obviously we use that as an object and it has a render function that we use for our application to get rendered on the browser. And so actually we ourselves can import and export any variables from any JavaScript file, and we can share those variables between files. And so the reason why that's important and why we need to understand and cover it is because our applications actually, the more code we add, they obviously get quite big, right? Lots of code. And so we don't want to put that all in one file. And so one thing I'm going to do in this video that's going to help set us up for later is I'm going to move this gallery item component into a separate file. So if I open the file explorer, you can see we have our index.js file, which is the file that has basically all of our React code. I'm going to make a new file called gallery item.js. So it's a JavaScript file, so we give it .js. And then we can just take the code from here, take this component, we can paste it into here. And so now we've got these two files, and we've got this function, this component, sorry. And so now this is in a different file. Now this file is complaining. This gallery item component, this gallery item variable is not in scope. So this file doesn't have access to that. And so you can see our website doesn't load anymore because it's complaining the gallery item component cannot be found. And so what we need to do to be able to access this component in this file is we need to export it from here and we need to import it in here. And so the way you do that simply is before you define any variable, you can write the word export. And therefore what it's going to say is this thing now, after the word export, this variable, this function, after the export word, that can be imported in another file. So first you have to export. So basically what this is saying is this is now ready for another file to import it into that file. And so the second step in this file, index.js, is we need to write import. We need to import it. And so the way we do that is we write import, the word import, and then we write the name of the variable inside curly brackets. And then you write this word from, and then you need to write the file path of the file relative to your current file. So where is this file relative to where you are now? If you don't have experience with writing file paths in JavaScript, there's a separate topic which I'm not going to go into, but the relative path for gallery item from the index.js, or the relative path of any file that's in the same level, i.e. it's in the same folder, it's not in another folder, it's not in a higher level folder. You just do dot slash, and then you can see here it's giving me the suggestion gallery item, which means the VS Code knows that we're trying to import this one or something from this file, from this folder, and so it gives us that as an option. So now this here variable is this component. So this is now as if I've written this component inside this file. I've now got access to it and I can use it anywhere. And you can see this is now no longer complaining. And now our website works again. So that's the kind of fundamental basics of importing, exporting. About a brief overview. We're going to use this concept later as we build out our application, but that was a kind of a glance over that concept, which is going to be important for us down the line.